Alright y'all, what's up? This is Jesse Bones, aka J Bone. Just got done playing my qualifying round for my main for the Spring Open, and I thought all along I was recording it for you. I had the video going, I had the commentary going the whole time. I finished the round and realized, nope, wasn't recording. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play back some of the key shots from the qualifying round. But I'm gonna start off with the second half of my back nine on my 29 under round. I knew I had to get a minus 28 at least, so I had to make some decent shots here on the final stretch of my back nine. So we're just gonna go ahead and go through a few of those shots real quick, and then we'll get to the qualifying shots. I have some pretty cool shots to show you highlight-wise for that round as well. So let's go ahead and get started. This is what the round looked like. We're going to pick up and we're going to watch hole 15, 17, and then we're going to watch hole 18 to close out the highlights for this Easter Links tournament weekend round. I went, as you can see, I went 9 under on the last 5 holes to pretty much seal the deal and win the gold in the pro division. So, and that was after throwing up the minus 15 on the front 9. And if I had gotten an eagle on 12, which is a very easy hole, and I just made a stupid mistake, I'd have had a minus 30. But minus 29, pretty cool. So let's go ahead. We're going to go watch hole 15 and watch that, and watch a few more shots from this round. So let's see, hole 15. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, and this is the second shot on hole 15, and I knew, the pressure was on, because I knew I had to hit these shots to have a chance. And we hit it perfect, and look at this, rolls right into the hole for the eagle. So we got 15. And then we birdied 16, the par 3. So going into hole 17, I knew I needed at least a minus 3 over the last 2 holes to tie, and I needed a minus 4 to win. I did own the tiebreaker, so if I had gotten a minus 3, I would have tied, but won with the tiebreaker. Minus 4s, I just win outright. And you pretty much know that hole 17 is, a pretty easy birdie hole. But unless you're going to make a chip out of the sand or the rough, it's much tougher to get the eagle on 17. So I hadn't tried doing this the whole tournament, but I said, well, hey, let me try to make the double jump. Let me try to double jump to the green. So I pulled out the Berserker ball with the Thor 4, and this is what happened. I said, what the heck, let me give it a try. Reared back. I didn't have to go overpower, which is nice. And we hit a perfect shot. And just watch. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Talk about adrenaline going through your body. That shot right there, knowing that I had just made that shot really made playing hole 18 a lot easier. Of course, I made the chip in. So we're playing hole 18, and then we have the drive on 18. And there are a lot of things that can go wrong with this drive. So if I had just tried to play for the birdie and then relied on myself getting the eagle on 18, there could have been a lot more chances to mess it up somehow. Somehow could have messed it up. So we have the drive here. For some reason, I went a little bit of topspin, and I went with the Berserker. Actually, I went backspin, because I went with the Berserker because I just wanted to make sure I made the hop. I said there's going to be no way that I do not make the hop. I had put in my long distance sand wedge and my long distance rough iron, so I just wanted to make sure I got some distance on this shot. We hit, make the hop, and watch how close this ball gets to going in the rough. Yeah. That's the kind of like mistake that I was like fearing. And that was the reason why I went for it on 17. So that was the first shot. And then I had to make the second shot. And the second shot was probably more nerve-wracking than the first shot because, you know, don't want to go into the bunker or the rough. So we had the sniper, and we put a little bit extra, buffer on this shot just in case we hit great. You know, but we did hit perfect, and we made a good shot. So we got our eagle. So we only needed -3 on the last two, and we got -4. So we were able to beat them by a stroke and not just win with the tiebreaker. So that felt pretty good. Anyways, all right, so we're moving on to the Spring Open. And we're going to show you some highlights from the Spring Open. This is hole number 1. And this is my second shot on hole number 1. I did go the center path. And this was the second shot with the sniper. Lined it up perfectly, adjusted for the wind perfectly, and boom. There we go. We got the eagle. We got the eagle. Not too bad of a start to the qualification round, if I do say so myself. Alright, so we're going to move on to hole number 3. We're going to watch the no, I put the first shot, but we'll watch all 3 shots, I guess. This is the first shot. As you can see, I go left, and with the Thor, the key going left is to make sure to get as far to the right and deep as you can without going into the bunker. So I put a little bit of curl on it just to kind of make sure to veer the ball away from that right rough. And we hit the good shot. And from here, I got my big dog because I like the topspin on my big dog. I know a lot of people diss on the big dog because of its accuracy, but I like the big dog. And I'm going to show you why I like the big dog right here. I like the big dog because with the big dog and a well-placed drive, you don't even have to worry about that middle fairway section. And with the topspin, you can get the ball up very close to the green for a much easier eagle shot. I did a little bit of right curl to counteract the right to left wind. And even with hitting it great, you know, I still got a really good bounce and a fairly good roll up to the green. And you can see where I ended up on my second shot. If I would have tried to skip before the water over the little waterway, you know, I would have had a much longer third shot to make. So here's my third shot for the eagle. On hole number 3. And we roll it in there for the eagle. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty good about this round. You know, I was trying to make very aggressive shots to see how far I can push my aggressiveness on this course. And so far, I like what I see. I did have a few holes where I found out that I needed to change the way I played the hole. But that's why we play the qualifier, and you know, we try to make shots like that. I'm going to show you hole number 4 because I want to show you the playoff for this hole. I was able to get hole number 8 for the playoff, and that was good because I wanted to try to practice my shot going over the bunkers. I had the Thor 4, and that's all I had, but I did see someone make this shot earlier with the Thor 4, so I just wanted to try it out. And actually ended up really surprising myself. with the Thor 4. And that was, backspin and right spin. And it was able to land onto the green. Later on in the round, I did try hole 8 with the rocket. And it was possible. I did make the shot with the rocket. I ended up on the fringe right behind the hole. But I had to change the ball. And even changing the ball, I barely had the distance to make it to the green with the rocket level 9. So if you have a rocket level 10, you probably definitely could make that shot, and it'd be a very easy shot. But with the level 9, it's a little bit more difficult, and but definitely was not difficult with the Thor 4. So that was cool to see that I could make the shot with a Thor 4. So next we're going to go to hole number 6, and we're just going to watch our final third shot here on hole number 6. And this was after making a long second shot out of the bunker on the hole. So I put it in the hole for the eagle. I ended up my qualification round at a -10, and that was with 2 pars and a birdie on hole 9, which should have been an eagle. Hole 9, go ahead and show you hole 9. Go ahead and watch it. So this is the drive. With the Thor 4. I really like the top spin on the Thor 4. And you want to go to the left side of this fairway, as far left as you can, to give yourself your second shot, avoiding the trees, the tree line. So I hit it great left, but with the accuracy of the Thor 4, it didn't change the line very much. And as you can see, it might have even helped it a little bit. We rolled pretty far down there, and we'll have our second shot. I do have the big dog in my bag on this hole, and I'll show you why. We're going to watch the drive one more time. I do have the big dog in my bag for this hole because I was wondering if I could reach the green in 2 with the big dog, just because of the amount of topspin you get with the big dog. And as you'll be able to see in just a moment, my second shot, it is very possible to get to the green in 2 with the big dog and topspin. When I do take my second shot, I only use 3 bars of topspin. And I did use some right curl to counteract my the right to left wind. And I don't know why I keep hitting the dang button. Third time's a charm. Alright. Let's move on to the second shot now. Alright, so we're going to watch our second shot now. And as you can see, I will use some right spin and some right curl. I only go like 1.5 bars of topspin. So if I go like 4 or 5 bars of topspin, you'll see what what the possibilities are with this shot. If I hit, I could hit and roll through that that bunker, or if I curl it a little bit farther to the right, I can go to the right hand side of that bunker and either get on the green or get up really close to the edge of the green. So those were some of the highlights from the qualifying round, and then also some highlights from the end of my gold winning pro round from Sunday night. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If y'all have any questions, just feel free to comment. If you had any questions about any of the qualifying holes, you can also comment, and I will help you out as much as I can. And if you want to check us out on Facebook, just search us on the 19th hole and put in an application, and we'll get you passed through and into the family so you can participate. And also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Adios.